Hey everyone, in today's video I thought I'd show my photo area and how I take photos of the items that I sell. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brandy and I'm a reseller. I buy items, mostly finished dolls and toys, from estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores, auctions, anything you can think of, for low, and I flip them online for profit. Photos can be taken anywhere. At one point I used a haul in a storage unit. It's nice to have a dedicated area to photograph my items now. That way it's always ready to go. So let's get started. So I realized I didn't really record enough to talk about my whole area, so I will do another video pointing out everything I use in my photo area. But briefly, everything except the umbrella lights, the scales, and the background poles was thrifted or bought secondhand. I mean, if I'm already out looking for stuff, I might as well. Underneath I have props and stands, lint dusters, and anything I use on a regular basis for my photos. On the opposite side of the area is where I have bins, baskets of items that have been researched and drafted. The next step is obviously taking the photos. Alright, so as you guys can see, I am pulling out this brown tray, and the reason that I'm pulling this tray out is because in the first set I'm going to be taking pictures of a couple of small items, and the easiest way I find without damaging your area or getting it dirty is to have this tray and just take the items, pour them out, and place them how I want them to be photographed. I usually put the bag right underneath the tray so it's available when I'm done to put all the items back in. So again, this way I'm not dumping any dirt, lint, or anything like that onto my photo area, which would cause me to have to stop and clean it and take more of my time. As you can see, I'm just placing the items. If you follow my channel, I do a lot of Barbie items, and I'm just placing the items just like you would any other toys or any other items you're photographing in a manner so that the buyer can see them as best as they can. We'll adjust them and make sure we take photos of all the sides and bottoms of said item, in this case, boots. Now I do want to talk about the camera I am using. It is a Canon, I can't remember the exact model. I'll put the model name or number up here on the screen or in the description. I do not recommend this camera. I just haven't had a chance to upgrade the camera. It takes the photos it takes are quite blurry, and I did go back and read the reviews after I started having issues with the camera and found that the same issues were being had by most people. So I don't recommend the camera. It just kind of causes me a headache. I haven't upgraded because I have my phone, and I also have a backup Galaxy 9 that I can use if it's not doing what I want it to do. So just make sure you're reviewing cameras before you purchase them, because they can be very expensive. And it's a high cost, so just make sure you're taking the reviews into consideration. And again, I'm just taking different shots, different angles of the boots and the shoes so that you can see both sides. They can see if there's any marks or if there's any tears or holes in the items. I'm going to set them up against a prop that I keep here in my photo area to use so that they can see the fronts of the boots and that they can also see the back. All that is very important to collectors, the maker, where they're made, year, anything they can see on them, and all the details will help them know if this item is real or what year it was made or anything else that they may need to know just simply by looking at the photos. Simply put, photos truly can be everything. Now in this particular shot, I'm trying to get the bottom of the boots because they have the countries they were made in, Japan, Taiwan, and that's very important to Barbie collectors. Sometimes if I cannot get the photo the way I want it to be, or at least be able to see the letters in the bottoms, I will take them and put them in my hand or put them on the rails inside the umbrella lights and take a photo that way. Most times it will work. The light will glare off of the imprint and you'll be able to see it. So that's what I'm doing right here. Alright, now that I'm done, I'm just going to grab the bag and put the items in their bag. Then I'll toss this bag into a bin that is just out of camera view. Once that bin is filled up with items that I photographed, I will go ahead and weigh them and put them in their inventory locations. And we are on to the next one. But let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Let's see if we can go ahead and get a different view. So now we're behind where I take the photos, just to give you a better angle of where my items are. The lights aren't always in the perfect place, but like I said, you work with what you have. There we go. We're just gonna fluff out her hair. I tell you guys, doing dolls sometimes, just sitting here getting her to try to stand up. Of course she was being difficult because I was recording, right? Usually it's not that difficult to get dolls to stand, especially the big ones. But, you know. Oh yeah, and here's that bin right here that I was talking about. It's actually one large bin with a smaller bin on top. So I just usually put the stuff in there, fill up one of the bins, add a bin until I filled enough to go ahead and weigh and inventory. Okay guys, well that's just about wraps this video up. Just remember to use what you have until you can get what you need. It doesn't really take much to take photos. You can have your cell phone, you can have a whiteboard, just use what you got. The background I'm actually using is a table linen cloth, so there you go. Anyway, thanks again for watching my video. My son's actually about to come in and grab me because it was pool time and he had enough of the waiting game, so I had to go and go have some fun with him. So I hope you guys are also taking time out for yourself and having fun with your families. Let me know if you enjoyed the video below. Comment what other items you might use, and I will see you in the next one.